We are only 3 days away from Halloween, and you've got a bundle here. We're celebrating. We're waiting for trick-or-treaters here on our NBC News Daily front porch. But as we get ready, Zinkley's got a nice little doggy.
Look, we want to make sure our furry friends are prepared. So joining us now, Dr. Ruth McPeet. She's a veterinarian and author of Lizette the Vet. And with her, Lil P the cat. And, of course, Biscuit the lobster-dressed corgi. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So it's no secret. Look, we're seeing a lot of pets dressed up already. There have been some parades this past weekend. We got the lobster costume here. But how do we keep our pets calm? Not just when there are cameras around, but also around the Halloween holiday.
Well, I definitely recommend people utilize calming products. Those are a great way that people can help keep their pet calm. Obviously, on the day of Halloween, you want to exercise them, get them out and about, run them in the morning, do something to get that nervous energy out. But again, calming products really do help keep your pets calm, and you can get them in collars, or most people know the Thunder shirt. That's a great thing you can put on that acts like a hug to help keep them calm.
All right, one of the tips that was just on the screen was about candy and keeping away from candy. I have a confession. We had to take my dog Bowie last weekend to an emergency vet. Fourth time that he's done this. He ate chocolate. And it can be fatal for dogs, and it's scary, but he's fine. He's fine. I think we have a picture we can show Bowie afterwards where he had his little shaved paw, but he's doing fine. What should pet owners know, or dog owners in particular, there he is, about chocolate and treats, and what do you do if they get into the candy?
Well, the first thing people should do is make sure they're keeping the Halloween candy out of reach of pets so that they're not helping themselves. So you don't want to have the candy bowl down on the ground where they can get into it, and know that it's not just chocolate. So most people know chocolate is toxic to pets, but also sugar-free candy and gum containing xylitol can be deadly to pets. So if your pet gets into something despite your best, efforts to minimize that, you want to make sure you don't wait for symptoms. Call your veterinarian. You did the right thing. Go to the emergency vet or your regular vet if they're open right away. Don't wait for symptoms.
I mean, to the point of the vet, how important is pet insurance? I know some people go, I don't really need it, but...
Pet insurance is great for the reasons like we just mentioned. Accidents happen. So definitely I'm a fan. It's something that helps people afford, medical bills when there's an issue and a problem.
I wish I had pet insurance last weekend. Believe me, it's pricey. Okay, let's talk about costumes. A lot of cities and neighborhoods have Halloween dog parades, like this cute little lobster costume.
And she's Lil P has her little sweater, Halloween sweater.
And these videos and these pictures are from Tompkins Square Park in New York. We love seeing the costumes, but how do we make sure they're safe when they've got these covering costumes on?
Well, I recommend that people first use a pet safe or costume designed for pets because they're going to be easier to get on and off. Make sure that's my dog. Make sure make sure that your pet is comfortable in it and that they're able to walk. And then never leave your pet alone in a costume because they may try to get it off. They can choke themselves. They can get entangled in it, or they can ingest it and when they're trying to chew themselves out of it, which can be dangerous.
I know July 4th. We talk about fireworks. I think Halloween, the doorbell with the trick-or-treaters, I imagine, can be a little triggering.
Yes, it can definitely be very unnerving. So you have all these spooky sounds. You have all these little ghouls and witches and goblins ringing the doorbell and yelling trick-or-treat. And so it can really unnerve even the calmest pets. So again, I recommend keeping your pets inside, put them in a back room away from the door so they don't get lost, and utilize calming products because they really will help.
Dr. Ruth McPeet, thank you for bringing some joy to us today with these little guys. That was great. There's much more news ahead.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching. What are we watching? NBC News Daily.